Oh yeah, we got ANDRé 3K, LeBron, Sexyy Red. Hey, YouTube. Hey, this is an hour long, YouTube. Hey, put this in recommenders when everybody going to sleep. Everybody, make sure to grab your popcorn if you watching this awake. Nigga, we got an hour?
Sports, we were talking about sports earlier.
Chat,
like,
YouTube. Put this in recommended when niggas is asleep. Just make them watch the video. We're not pausing this.
Like, bro, in fact,
we're
that's
skipping.
Not necessarily nervous, a little anxious to do that.
Yeah, that comes after the nerves kind of
go away. After you break a sweat and somebody
it's probably the same way for y'all. Like when that beat drop and y'all finally get and y'all see the crowd saying you like, yo, I'm about to dominate this moment.
Yeah, you gotta get in mode.
You said that and Stacks grabbed the flute.
Yeah, he like,
I was just gonna say that because like me and my friend, we compare rapping to basketball. Like we be like this person was new in the game and they was the hottest and they was at all. Like we always compare rapping
for
to
sure.
basketball.
So you got that nerves, Mav, and then like right kind of before.
So who was Sexyy Red?
The curtains open and you see the crowd and the lights come on, boom. You like, now it's time to dominate.
Oh God, I'd be like, I'd be in the bag. They like, it's okay, you got this. I'd be sipping water, like somebody pass me this. They like, calm down, and I just be standing there quiet, like. Then as soon as the stage up, I come out there like,
yeah.
Like y'all ain't gonna know I'm nervous back here.
Y'all, her mannerism sexy, but like, that bitch
I
chalk.
always say, never hate on nobody because you don't know where they're gonna end up.
The worst thing that can happen is you allow something that you have no control over affect your inner peace.
I know what I'm capable of, so like it's just gonna take them to notice.
True.
I'm coming around talking about I want to be a professional biker out there. Like, you're that white boy.
I can say whatever. They can't cancel me. They can't pronounce my name.
When it appears as if I'm in my bag.
Whoa.
I can say whatever. They can't cancel me.
Hey, that's a woman, right? Cause she bad as fuck.
They can't pronounce my name.
All right, y'all. We gonna try it. Jiaoying Summers.
When it appears as if I'm in my bag, I know that it's God.
Nigga, I know for a fucking fact, I might as well just learn Mandarin after that. Nigga, I smoked that shit. Now look at Sexy.
Here we go, season 7. But as they say, time flies when you're having fun, and time has went fast.
Season 7?
We're lucky to have these jobs where we get to sit with incredible people that in all cases.
Oh, do I need to grab some alcohol?
We also learn a lot while we're here.
Oh, that's how y'all was talking for an hour
Great
straight.
conversations, great moments, and of course, great style.
Always great style.
Here's to season 7.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Like, all right, dressing you.
They call me sexy. You gonna hear all them say sexy.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, all right. So that's cool. We say sexy.
Yeah, that's cool. Say
okay,
sexy.
what if I say red?
Yeah, because you said
I
red.
See, I just thought.
When she walked up, you said red.
I said, what's up, red?
I'm gonna be like mad, but like I go by 6.
Okay, all right, 6.
Okay.
Who gave you that name?
This dude, we was trying to figure out a name for me. It was red, but we gotta put something in front of it, and then it's like.
Oh, when you was becoming a rapper, it was like, oh.
Yeah, to upload my first YouTube rap video. We was like, what name you gonna put? I'm like, I don't know. And we was thinking of stuff. And he said, Sexyy Red. I'm like, I like that.
Sexyy Red.
How long ago was that?
That was like 6 years ago.
Did you ever?
6 years ago she started rapping? 6 years ago Sexyy Red started rapping on YouTube? 6 years ago? Nigga, that was fucking 2018.
Have a rap name before that? What was your
I had a
name?
regular name. It was Trill Red. That was my street name.
Trill Red.
Trill Red.
Wait, so from the street see you, they call you Trill?
Yeah. Like your Facebook name?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Damn.
Real red.
Trill Red.
God damn.
Yeah, that's called my Facebook name.
What was your first rap name?
Black Wolf.
For real?
Black Wolf, how old
And
were
Big
you?
Boy was Black Dog.
How old
Black
were
Dog,
you?
Black Wolf. 16.
And you guys had a name before Outkast.
Yeah, we was 2 Shades Deep.
Two Shades Deep.
Like, big, you know, Tribe Called Quest fan. Like, so we was kind of like, the 3-word names were in at the time. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
We recording shit.
Yeah. That was, you know, the way at the
How
time.
did y'all change it? the name of the group and y'all, like y'all?
Cause then somebody in our high school, man, they stole our name. They a singing group, they gonna call themselves like 4 Shades Deep. We're like, man, you done stole No, for real, they called it themselves 4 Shades Deep. And I was like, they done stole our name, and we was kind of like Outkast in the high school, because we dressed different.
Period.
And so, yeah, we was like, we just gonna be Outkast.
So I do
That's
we
tough.
were asking what to
With a
call
K.
Sexy. We figured out
Dumbass.
Sexy. You yourself, it's 3 stacks.
It depends on
Dre.
who you're talking to.
Okay, what would you
Like
prefer
my
to go by?
homies, they'll call me like Stacks, 3,000. Dre, Big call me Dre.
Still.
Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
in the hood, call me 3 or Stacks.
If I knew Andre 3000, if I knew Stacks, I'd call him either. I'd probably call him Dre or 3K. Yeah, I'd probably call him Dre or I either call him Dre, 3K, or Dre K. Yeah, Dre K, cause then you got the E and the 3. Yeah, DR3K. Yeah.
Which one you prefer? You answered.
It don't matter.
You answered all.
Give him some tight nicknames.
Dre K.
You got some hard
Oh
ones.
yeah.
Stacks.
Stacks.
What's your nickname?
Him.
Yeah.
Oh, the goat.
The one and only. No,
The chosen one.
Straight like that.
Nah,
What's your name? Him? I'm him.
What's your nickname? That
Right. Okay. I'm taking that. Her.
That's for sure. And now we got 3 stacks on the flute.
Yeah, we got
I went to the show in New York. I went to one of his shows in New York.
know.
It was incredible
Was
too,
it
by the way.
fun?
Yeah, it was
That's
vibe.
crazy, because I ain't
Did
even
he
know
rap?
I didn't know you was at the show until after the show.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
Well, I also want to
It
give
was
some
a vibe.
backstory. You were in New York for like 2 days, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And on the group text, you're like, I have to go to this show.
No, I have to go because it was a small venue.
Yeah,
So, you know,
like
that
them
don't fill
fire.
up quick.
The Blue Note.
The Blue Note, yeah.
Those were some of our first shows.
Yeah.
So we like stepped in the belly of the beast. Like our very first shows, like we in kind of like a well-known jazz club, you know, and it was like, whoa, we in here.
Very famous jazz.
Yeah, very famous.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all the tables push close to each other. Like ain't much wiggle room in there. Once you sit down, sit your down. Now ain't no
it's
getting
a
up,
tight-
leave,
tight
come back.
little
Yeah,
spot.
tight little spot.
What did you expect? Did you have an expectation?
Well, I mean, I listened to the album a few times.
Okay.
You know, so I just went in just like on some vibe.
This nigga's a fucking liar. No, he's probably not lying. He probably do be shuffling that shit.
I listened to the album
Only reason I say he's a
a few
liar though,
times,
Okay.
You know, so I just went in just like.
cause that face right there, Yo, if you see LeBron just, if he gaze off like this and start looking, this nigga is lying. It's not because he has listened to a couple songs before, but he has not listened to that whole shit multiple times. He be fucking lying, bro. He think in his head, I did listen to that one song. Fuck, let's let it rock.
On some vibe. I want to just feel the vibration. And he a funny too. I ain't know how funny he is. So like during his sets,
We switching up, we changing scenes, my nigga. It's a manipulation strategy. He also is just him.
after he get done with his setting, he'll just get popping off talking like, hey, I ain't about to be here rapping, so if that's what y'all looking for, y'all go ahead and get up out of here. Or, you know what I'm saying, I want y'all to make noise in here. I need y'all to ride with me. Like, he be on some funny, I ain't know that.
I be trying to defuse it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I don't want people to think, you know, I love jazz music, you know, but I don't want people to be thinking that I'm trying to be a jazz musician.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. So I don't take myself that serious as jazz musicians now. Like, jazz is a studied music, so I kind of like just try to humanize, you know.
Yeah.
So even with some of the titles on the album, I was like really trying to poke fun of it or just, you know, have
But
fun.
jazz is also very inviting style of music too.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
If you like it and want
But
to
it's
rock,
so elitist though, too, though.
It's
you know,
elitist,
in
yeah.
ways because, you know, a lot of jazz cats, they went to school, man. Like, they studied, man. So, you know, I don't want people to think that I'm trying to be a jazz musician. You know, I kind of look at myself as just like a sonic displayist. Like, I don't know what notes I'm playing, to be completely honest. So I ain't trying to pretend like, you know,
Nigga, it's some people that like know each key You know what I'm saying? They know every single one, and everything is scientifically mapped out so it can be like this. And there's some people that don't know shit. They just, off of their memory, okay, this sound like this sound like this is lighter than this. I like how this sounds. And they just go off like that. And they're able to be excellent musicians, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if I have a piano, I have a G key and an H key, and the song says, play ABC, right? Shit, if you don't have, if you hear ABC played out, shit, you might not like how that sound. You could fuck around. You know the key, just off the keys, you could make anything.
I'm doing in a way.
You could do
actually don't know what I'm doing.
HFD, my nigga, and that shit might sound better.
So it don't matter.
It might sound just like,
and I get real enjoyment out of it, and people do as well. It's really the free, because I ain't no freestyle rapper. Like, I don't sit around. I never have been like, if you put a beat on, I'm sitting around making up raps. Like, I'm a writer. Right. So this is the most free I've ever been. Like, so I'm like, yeah, I'm loving it.
That's
you know?
good.
So is it safe? I was just gonna follow. Is it safe to say if Bron went to your show in New York, and then he goes to a show in Chicago a week later, he's gonna hear something different?
He definitely will hear something. Even if you go, we were doing two nights at the show Bron came to, and it was like, we'll do a 75-minute set, take an hour break, and then they'll bring in a new crowd, and we'll do a whole nother set. Those two shows in the night gonna be different. So it's like, we really don't know where we're gonna go. And it's kind of like you have to fill it out. And it's really a exploratory thing, man. We just exploring, man. Yeah.
But you said, Sexy, you're a writer too. Like, you write. You don't go in the studio and just listen to a beat and start saying.
What's the weather looking like?
I have did that, and them was like the ones that everybody liked. Like, it was crazy. Cause I'm like, the freestyles be the ones that go, like, go viral and stuff.
But you rather write.
I rather write.
Freestyles, they get a crazy vibe to them a lot of the time. Like, if you able to rock out with a freestyle and it's able to press through, you able to catch some crazy vibes a lot of the time.
Yeah. Like I want to come in there ready and just go record. I don't want to be in there trying to think.
When you show up to the studio, you got your wrote out.
Sometimes, or I come and sit in there and I write it, and then I go in the booth. Because my team be like, go in there, just record it. I be like, no, I'm finna write it down, then I'm recording. Yeah, that's how I go.
And then go there.
Intention.
And for you, Jerry, as a designer, what he said, I was thinking about you. Were you at all intimidated, like, oh, people study and live their whole life doing this, and I'm just going to take it all to do it?
Yeah, I think 1,000% you feel as if you're not qualified, right? And as you continue to follow what
it's gonna be so fucking humid on this day, chat. It's gonna be 100. Y'all see them 3 days? It's gonna be 100 degrees, 100 humidity outside,
of what
bro.
other people, how they see what you're putting in the world, kind of go to the side.
Oh, they're on some
and
bullshit.
you're more driven by this
oh,
thing
they
that
on some bullshit.
I guess we're inspired to do.
Nigga, from
into now something you
2:30,
and that doesn't require a title.
Does it frustrate you when people say that to you? Like, oh, you're a designer, you're a fashion designer, you're a merchant, you're whatever they say you are?
I hate when anyone puts a label on me and it becomes their prison of how they see me. You know, it's like the whole shut up and dribble, right? It's like, oh, this is just a part of me. This is just another element to all that, you know, God has designed me to do. So
yeah.
And do you feel the same way about like, you know, we talk about like streetwear. Like, is Fear God a streetwear brand? Is it just a fashion brand? How would you
Fear God is streetwear, bro, and I really don't even care about his response.
Characterize what your brand is?
No, actually, I do care about his response. And what if I'm wrong?
I think it's luxury. Even if it is essentials, I think it's luxury. You know, I think what I'm trying to do is to free people up to be the
I really like this nigga style, bro. Pause.
Best version of themselves. And when you're the best version of who you are, that's the ultimate feeling of luxury. Whether it's a hoodie or a leather fit, head to toe. You know what I mean? When you come up emulating the one before you, right? So I'm sure it translates for you as well, like in basketball, right? Emulating and for you, you know, getting onto the game, for you as a designer. And then at some point, it clicks over where it's like, it's more you than the person you emulate. Do you remember what that point was, or how that happens, how you get to that point?
Well, I think the, you know, looking up to people when you're growing up and trying to figure out what you want to do, it gives you kind of like gives you hope. you know, that, you know, you watching these people on television or you read them in newspapers or magazines or at the local library or whatever the case may be, you need a sense of hope. You know, we grow up in the inner city, we don't have much. It's not much inspiration.
Yeah.
One thing we do notice, we don't want to end up maybe like our homeboy or a homegirl or something that happened last week or whatever the case may be, when we just seen them last week, now we're not seeing them again. So, you know, having that aspiration that's outside the city, I'm inspired to want to be like Michael Jordan. He's in Chicago, you know, I'm in Akron, Ohio, whatever the case may be. So, you know, having that aspiration to want to be something greater than what's going on in my community, that's when it starts to flow. You know, you start to be like, okay, he black, I'm black.
Wanting to be something greater than what's common in your community.
He from Wilmington, North Carolina. Seems like a very rural place that ain't got much going on there. I'm from Akron, Ohio. Ain't much going on here. So there is possibility of getting out of this.
Hope.
That's how I
It is
feel like, if they can do it, I know I can.
Yeah, there's hope.
Who was that for you, Sexy?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a lot of people, because I seen like a lot of girls that was coming up, get in the rap game and stuff, and then I'm like, oh, so they like this. What I know they like what I got to say then. I'm like, why they ain't with me then? Like, I ain't know what it'd take for them to like notice me.
So you start rapping about that hoochie shit.
I knew it.
Maybe she been rapping about that.
People started to know, is it a certain song? Is it a certain demeanor? Well,
nope, I feel like it was just my time. Because like my baby daddy got locked up, and then I was like more focused. I was like, dang, now I'm like, now I could focus.
And who helped you develop your, as Dre said, like, develop his pen and writing, like,
sound? Baby daddy got locked up.
It could be a producer, I think probably you was probably in the dungeon. You also had a partner.
Yeah.
Because a little bit, like, who helped?
I got a confession, Chet.
You develop that sound?
Nobody.
I got a confession, Chet. I got a Sexyy Red video on my phone. I got a screenshot of her tatas.
Me?
You did it all yourself?
Who else gonna do it, man?
Who you was listening to though? Like, cause I heard you one time say I'm the female Gucci man.
Yeah, I was listening to some of everybody, man. Like, I'm weird. Like, you probably wouldn't even think I sit and just say, Thomas Andre, and be like, hey, yeah. Like, I be on weird. I be on weird. Man, so like you never know what I'm finna turn on.
Yeah.
Like I be in the car, we'll be smoking, and I just go somewhere else.
I will say to any artist though too, like don't just listen to the genre that you in.
Nah, I don't.
Because like what expounds or makes a genre better is things coming outside of it, getting into it, you know, and you interject that into like, if you listen to classical music.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This Andre 3000 nigga, he's becoming one of my favorite humans of all time, bro. I don't think I've ever really heard this nigga speak too many times. Like, it couldn't have been more than my finger, like.
And you say, oh man, I love that classical music, but people.
I love his music. I love the Outkast music and his music by himself, but
it takes it a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? So I think when you say I listen to everything, like that's one thing about Outkast. Like we was just. Me and Big listened to everything. Like it was, and to that point, at a certain point, we felt like we can do everything because we listen to everything.
That's
so,
how I feel.
Yeah, I think music is just, you don't have to do one thing, you know, if you don't want to.
It
but
opened the
all
door
the influences.
for other stuff, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like you can go be in a movie, you can start a fashion line, you can be a chef, for real. Like you can do whatever you want to once you like in the game.
What do you want to do with it?
I'm multi-talented. I want to do everything. Like when I was coming up, I used to make my own clothes. I got a lip gloss brand. I used to sell lip gloss. Like I did hair. I used to do hair.
She a hustler.
You still a hustler.
Yeah, like I've been hustling. This y'all want me to tell y'all how I knew I was hustling? Because I sat back, I said, dang, I've been had hustling in my blood. Because when I was a little kid, I used to go to school. I used to be selling Kool-Aid out the little packets, like the Kool-Aid and sugar. I cry the kids over to the corner of the slide, give me my money here, pour it in their hand, I ain't gonna lie. I used to take the chips and the snacks from home, honey buns, oatmeal pies, come to school selling it to the kids. I'm like, Mama, they be saying they hungry, so she let me fill my book bags up.
The candy lady.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
for sure. We all had them.
I've been a hustler, and then when I was in middle school, I used to do my own hair, and then I seen the girls needed their hair done, so they started coming to me like, can you do my hair? And I'm like, sure. I'm in middle school. I'm just doing some. But it started like, and that's how it got me popping. Like, I was known as the hood hottest hairstylist.
Yeah, I used to cut hair too.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, I used to cut all the kids in the hood. Their mama used to come bring them.
Period. That's how I
$5 a head. Yeah, before, because when you're an artist, really.
I'm about to say.
When you're an artist, like
every
cutting
artist
hair
in the
is
hood
like.
really be.
Nah, the thing about artists, like, it's deeper than that. Like, I feel like I cut hair too. I actually do like cutting hair. I ain't cut no hair in a minute, as I can see. Nigga, I've been letting my shit wolf. I've been on some natural shit, but nah, like it's definitely just like everything you do. Once you start to discover what type of artist you are, like everything you do, you notice that you got a certain type of art behind it, bro.
Really sculpting. That's really what it is. You're just sculpting. You know what I mean? Like, and fade is just kind of like taking, removing material.
Where'd you get the confidence,
little by
not
little,
only like musically, to do like, you know, like you were just talking about, like out of the box, like not just traditional, what we've been used to, but also from a fashion style. Like I think of like, hey, y'all, I think of like the outfit. Like where'd that confidence come from early in your career?
Over time, my influences from, once I started producing on the second album, you know, I'm buying records and I'm looking at the back of albums, looking at all the groups that I'm into, looking at Parliament Funkadelic, looking at Sly Stone, looking at those players who played with James Brown, blah, blah, blah. And I started to notice the people that I was attracted to. And I was like, that's who I want to be like, you know? So a lot of my heroes, from Prince to Sly, that's all in me, like punk artists. I always went to like who looked like they're having the most fun, telling the most truth. So that's kind of like, that was a big influence. And honestly, man, my crew, man, like all the people in me and Big and CeeLo were the youngest in the dungeon at the time. All my homies from Rico to Gil, Cujo, Timo, they were a little older than us, so they had been rapping longer than us. So we kind of like sitting and watching. Like my first studio
I'm gonna have to cop me a flute.
Was, hanging out
How much
with
that
Rico,
flute you got cost?
and Gip used to be in a group called East Point Chain Gang.
I don't need no
so
expensive
my first
flute, do it.
studio visit was hanging with Reek. They go into the studio to produce Gip now. So it's kind of like
I had a trombone,
my
but I
whole
don't
crew,
want no
like
shit
when
like
you
that.
build a community of people, which is so important, when you have crews in the dungeon, it became like an island, and we developed our own lingo, our own slang, our own look, and you build confidence in your crew where you don't give what nobody outside that say.
I'm blue saxophone. I fuck with them.
Once you get that kind of power, you take it out in the world. Like same way like Japan won with nobody for a long time.
I want to win.
And they cultivated themselves and they became Japan, and then they opened up the doors. But they were confident in who they were. Like they were confident in what they offered to the world. So I have to say, man, my crew built me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, rest in peace, Rico. But Rico, there were times when like I would say raps to Rico, and he would just get up and walk. He might be smoking a blunt. He might get up and walk away, and it was so disrespectful to me as a kid. I was like, this mother, man, like. But to him, he was like, no, that ain't good enough. And so your crew make you harder, make you better.
Yeah, for
like,
sure, absolutely,
you know what I mean?
hell
Like,
yeah.
And if you in a dungeon, it was a real dungeon where it's like dirt on the walls.
Yeah, what was the, tell us what the, because we all know Dungeon Family.
Yeah,
but what was the physical place like? Because it was a studio almost, right?
It was a makeshift studio. We had like house speakers and a few drum machines and like car seats that were tore out of cars on dirt floors. It was like a crawl space in Rico's mama house, and Rico was kind and visionary enough to let us all young stay in her house. In the basement.
That's crazy.
If she wouldn't have opened her doors and it wouldn't be no dungeon. Shout out Ms. Wade.
Shout out to her.
Yeah. He was like, sometimes you gotta have somebody with a cool mama.
Oh God, I was just finna say that.
Like,
it's always gonna be that one friend in the group that you got their house, they got it all.
Smoke while y'all was
Yeah. I mean, we was never disrespectful.
But I'm sure from her point, y'all was safe.
And she was like, if they in my house, then I know they ain't out there doing that.
Yeah.
Everybody
and
needs
I mean,
a friend that got a mama like that.
I don't know if she was like agreed, but
it beats alternative.
Yeah,
she's probably like it beats alternative.
We were downstairs, and so she let it happen. And so it was really a house with a family. I mean, like Rico's two sisters were going to high school every day. We beating all night, beats like loud, like smoke all, and they got to wake up in the morning and go to school. Like it was a house, you know. So
she must have believed in y'all or something.
That's a true definition. Take a village.
I believe.
That's what's up.
Like Rico was a hustler, man. Like Rico had the vision. Like Rico made us believe, you know. Like so.
R.I.P. Rico.
R.I.P.
Yeah. You asked me where it come from. I'm only like a product of the dungeon. You know, like, they gave me, because I'm an only child, like, I wasn't really confident in school. Like, it took me a minute to learn how to perform even. Like, I was a nervous kind of, like kid, so my dungeon kind of, like, gave me, like, a platform to kind of go free.
Go do yourself, yeah. You had the same thing, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Drew.
Yep. I had the crew.
Same type of thing.
My mom was that mom, though. Because all the homies always used to come over my house. Because my mom was like, so, you know, my mom was only 16 years older than me, so. I mean, I'm a high school freshman. My mom 30, so she ain't about to be in the house all day. She out doing her thing. I'm only child too, so like I get it. But all the homies always want to come to my crib.
Oh no, that sounds
only
fun.
children.
Yeah,
Like, I know your mom let you have come. You the only child.
Yeah, mama was cool as hell.
My mom was strict as a mother.
Really?
Shit.
Yeah, my mom, man, she wasn't happy.
Nah, LeBron mama was 16 years older than him. He probably was thugging.
Child, man. Like, and I think that's why I'm wild now, because she was so strict, man, growing up.
Oh, yeah.
She was so strict, man. Like, and you gotta, like, I dropped out of school and told my mama.
In what grade?
10th grade. No, 11th grade.
Oh,
well, we was, like, smoking and leaving school. They kicked me out of school and sent me to alternative school. And that's when me and CeeLo met back up at the alternative school. And at that point, I'm rapping. I'm going to the dungeon every day. I'm like, man, I'm not doing this school. So I just kind of dropped out.
Got it.
And I told my mama I'm about to do this reciting words over beats thing. She like, what the
reciting words over beats. Not I'm about to be a rapper. Mom, I'm about to be a rapper. Boy, if you don't get your legitimize I'm about to do these reciting words, mom, over these musical instruments.
And so she didn't take that kindly, man. Like,
you thought you had that figured out before you.
Yeah, the word before you went to mom.
I don't even think I said it like that, but I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think how she's thinking. Like, so you gonna say some words. You're gonna drop out of school and say some words over beats. That's your plan. And so I can understand from a mom's standpoint, she was like, hell no. And so she went with it. Like they wouldn't even let us sign our record deal. We could have signed early on, but my mama wouldn't let me do it.
Because you weren't 18 yet.
Yeah. So we had to wait.
You need a guardian.
Yeah, you weren't 18 yet.
Yeah, it is so, it's like I don't know about you guys, it's like a full circle moment for me. I'm from New York. Hearing these stories about Dungeon Family, hearing you at 16, and then remembering the South got something to say.
Yeah.
Right?
What year was that?
94?
94, 95, I don't
got booed.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about that? Do you remember that moment?
I totally remember it. It was not planned. It looked brave, but I was nervous as a mother. I was just angry, man, because, like, we in New York, and we love New York. We grew up on all New York music, man, and when they announced who, I think the award was Best New Artist or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think Salt and Pepper and somebody else opened the envelope. So Best New Artist is Outkast? Like, they read it like that.
Yeah.
So we were angry, like, with Dungeon, whole crew there, man. Like, and I was just angry, man. Like, and I just felt like, I don't know, it just came out. And I just said it. Like,
What'd you say?
The South
I
got
said
something
the
to
South
say.
got something to say.
You should watch this video.
Yeah, I don't even remember the whole thing, but I just knew hating on the South at that point. You know what I mean? It was wild, but I just remember just being really angry and driven because, like, we've been creating this music, man. We've been in the dungeon work, like, and we just felt like y'all don't get it.
Right.
You know, and sometimes you have to show people, man.
And it is well, because I'll tell you full circle.
Sometimes you gotta hop out and show niggas.
But it gave me drive, though, and I actually appreciate it now because it made us go harder.
For sure. But I'll tell you, I'll tell you full circle being in New York, and you guys probably heard this. It's like there was a time when New York wouldn't play any Southern music, any West Coast music, whatnot.
On the radio.
Right? On the radio, right? Hot 97, Power, all that.
Yep.
And then that shifted, and New York radio started getting flack that they were only playing Atlanta, down south music, all that. And that New York artists were starting to sound like Atlanta artists.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, what did that feel like, it coming full circle where, like, the music kind of shifted towards, like, Georgia?
I always say,
and y'all know nowadays, like, these are the niggas that started that shit. That ATL shit, that Georgia, that shit was not popping music-wise. Like, it just wasn't. Until Outkast, ANDRé and them came through, you feel me? Like, that shit had the whole shit widespread to everywhere. Even to this day, Georgia is still, like, so influential when it comes to music. So,
hate on nobody because you don't know where they're going to
It's only been 20 years.
And
it's only been 30 years.
What's always on top going to be on bottom at some point. So it's just a shift. Just wait for your turn, man. It's going to happen.
Like, Kawhi Leonard was on, LeBron was on top, man. Niggas be on top, man. You be on top for so long, you eventually going to get injured. You know?
She said it. She said timing.
Yeah, for real. It just wasn't my time.
You said they did you like that too?
Huh?
Who did you like that? You said they. I heard you say they.
Everybody, like, they still don't believe in me, so I just be like, I'm gonna just show y'all. And like he said, they don't be understanding, like, we really came from nothing, and then we be making a big achievements, like, that's something for us, and then they just be like, you ain't doing nothing, but for us, it's like, ain't nobody doing this, so it's
fuel, use it for fuel, hater fuel, man. It's the best. It's free energy.
I like when they talk about
me.
I ain't gonna
free
lie.
energy, because that make me go. That make me go in. I love when somebody doubts you.
Because I'm now finna show you something.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll be back.
Use it.
Jerry, you being a black man in fashion, you must get that all the time, like gatekeepers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but I was going to say, like, when we did that show at the Hollywood Bowl, the theme was the South got something to say. And I was like, I got something to say.
Yeah, man.
And I think that moment and the realness of that moment, you know what I mean, is what drove me to say, no, we're not showing in Paris. We got something to say right here in LA. And it's gonna be just as eloquent, just as sophisticated, just as beautiful, but, you know, still
that's sure
every element, you know? And, you know, it's always a fight.
Did anybody try and talk you out of that? Like, yo, you gotta show in Paris, you should be there.
Nah, no one tried
chat, bro. This episode
I was too convicted going in.
Fuck, nigga.
I tried to talk myself out of it.
I got the
like,
patience for this.
Like,
if I had a blunt, I'd be
sturdy.
I had a blunt, be sturdy right now, chat.
I was like, the week before, I was like, what the hell did I get myself into? You know, but the collection showed up. We started styling. I was like, you know, we already did the work. Once I started looking at the pieces, I was like, the work is done. We just got to show up.
Damn, we don't got no cards.
But that moment, man, it was like, I remember that moment. 95.
Yeah, man.
I graduated high school in 95 like that. And I went to FAM, and I just remember, you know, even some of the lines back then.
16 minutes.
Like, you know, all you think we are is hip-hop is booty shake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
It's 7:51.
Like, be here today.
In 16 minutes, in 30 minutes, it's going to be 8:30, chat.
And it doesn't mean that one is
all black people is different, though.
One is better than the other. You know what I mean? And it's like,
all black people different. I think Sexyy Red different, man. Chat. She the top coochie. Would it be crazy to, like, I ain't gonna lie, if Sexyy Red was like my baby mama, like, I would go into that situation differently than, like, obviously a regular relationship. But, like, I feel like that'd be a good first baby mama, cause like the good from it, the bad from it, I feel like all that'd be like vital.
To be able to just be what you
like
want
her
to be.
dealing with other niggas hurting my feelings and shit.
And I feel like that
I need that because I can't control you,
LeBron,
especially at your stature.
Okay, you were looking up to Mike.
And then like just the type of person she is.
You had at what point did you realize you could become something
I ain't no stay-at-home daddy though.
I was about.
You could rap when it's sad.
17.
Period.
17.
But you.
I think I was a junior in high school. That's when I think my summer of junior going into my senior year, I was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. They had dubbed me the chosen one.
I remember all this. I wasn't born yet, but I remember all this.
Every tournament I was going to, playing against the consensus #1 players.
Yeah, you was destroying them
guys. I was just like, I was doing that.
Yeah, like unpercent at the time.
Sometimes it was out of body for myself. I couldn't even believe some of that I was doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about jumping from free throw line with the fucking ball touching my ball sack. Like,
then I think at that moment around 17, I knew I could be LeBron.
But do you still
like, and not Jordan, not Penny, not, you know, I could still use them as inspiration and still get some creative from them by still watching and studying them because they've done it longer, and I'm still respecting that. I'm still respecting that craft because they are doing it and they've done it and they've won, and whatever the case may be. Ken Griffey Jr. is part of that. Deion Sanders, you know, is a part of that. All, you know what I'm saying? But
he had to say Ken Griffey. He had to mention it. Shout out my nigga Bronny. Shout out my nigga Bron.
I started to feel.
Shout out my
Shout out my nigga BRON.
You can now, you can be a part of that room.
Oh God.
At 17.
Let's see if it
and
pops
it's up
still.
to you to go get it.
Do you still have out of bodies?
Hell yeah.
This many hours of playing.
Hell yeah.
That's when that spirit working, man.
Yeah, that's that spirit working.
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of like when you transcend what you thought you could be.
Yeah.
That's a great moment, man. I've seen it happen in my career. I've seen it happen in other rappers' careers where I'm sure they were like, "Whoa, I didn't even think I would do that."
Dre, when you make, like going back to some of the Outkast, then have you ever wrote a verse like, I think this is pretty good, then put it out into the world be like, oh my, like you didn't, meaning you mismeasured it, you thought it was good, but then when you put it out for us, we was like, oh, this just went
Like I said, he thought it was good, but it's great. The reaction he was
like, it's normal to him, but to other people, they're like,
or did you know, oh, this is one of them?
Well, I didn't know, but even when you writing it, I get a sense of, man, I don't know where it's coming from. So it's like it's happening at that time. Just like when you doing a move and you like, I don't know what, and it's happening.
Yeah.
That's kind of like when you, because when you start flowing, any rapper, they know what I'm talking about. Like you get the rapper spirit where words start coming together like, oh. You know, and it's kind of a thing that you not.
Like, basically, if I had to break down what he's saying, like, you not going into something knowing exactly what you about to do. Like, you're letting your brain, it's the same thing like you're saying when it comes to basketball. If I want to do a spin into a layup, like, I'm not going into that bitch thing, I'm doing a spin to a layup. I see my defender, I fake him right, he completely shifts going right, and it opens up a spin, so I spin off of it, right, into the leg, boom. But in rap music, shit, I could be, I'm fly like Peter Pan, and then I just say Pan, I'm fly. How do I, like, I don't know what to say. I'm stuck, but you just keep going. I'm fly like Peter Pan. Niggas had ran, I was down bad, and I came back like a, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't feel like rapping right now, but I don't got nothing. But shit, like, you're not thinking about what the fuck you about to say next, nigga. Half time when I rap, I don't even get saying shit that makes sense, like. But, like, it don't make sense separately, but when you say them together, it'll make sense.
Like, I could have never thought of that on my human own. Yeah. You know what I mean? So at that point, when I say the spirit working on whatever you believe in, you believe in God, you believe in Jesus, all that kind of stuff. But the spirit, there's something underneath, like, these are earth suits. We just wearing it to be able to talk and walk in. But the spirit in there, you know, that when we die, it goes somewhere else. The spirit, that get to working, man, and that's
don't get me talking about this kind of
when you channeling, like as a musician, man, musicians I know it the same way. Like it's really an alive spirit, and that's where you want to be.
I know from a listener's aspect, when I listen to music, I have a sense of.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Hey, chat, what are we saying? Is this frame edited? Do he got some spray on it? Cause if you know BRON, like I know BRON, nigga, there is not supposed to be nothing up there, right? We see this discoloration right here. This patch going this way. All this right here is supposed to damn near be bald. You see where you see his scalp right here. You can see his scalp. How is it that full?
Oh, that mother.
For this frame.
When they was writing that,
and why is this not showing?
I can feel it, like you saying how the words is just hitting off each other. Like
But you see how his shit is? He got that smooth patch, cool.
Yeah, that's that spirit.
Like you like, oh.
That's
why does BRON shit
It's a
look
little
different?
confidence in there too. That
yeah, of course, because you know you put the work in.
But I'm not talking about textures of hair, my nigga.
I'm not sure how I did that.
It's the confidence in the work, but you clearly know that it's almost a humbling thing too. It is. Because you know, whoa, this ain't me. Some people can take it as, oh, I'm that. Yeah. But at the same time, you're like, I'm just a.
I'm just nice.
You know what I mean? And it's happening. You know what I mean?
I'd be like, that was God, because ain't no way. I'd be like, that's God. Like, when there was something crazy happen, I'd be like, that was God, y'all.
Yeah,
I ain't just do that. That was God.
It's something happening, man, and that's where that's where you want to be. Like, that's
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It's crazy because Andre 3000, to me, won't own some like OD spiritual shit when he was saying this, but like Sexyy Red heard him say God, and she ran with that. This nigga, I don't even know if he believe in God like that.
the best place to be.
When
He
it
just
appears
such a
as if
he's so smart, bro.
I know that
He had a
it's
whole
God.
different level with this shit.
You know, and I think
If I had one person I could
is
gain
be
some wisdom
obedient to
from,
the
be that
call.
nigga.
And
It'd be
the
that
more
nigga.
I'm obedient to the call,
He probably might
I know
not
he's
make
gonna show
you.
up.
He not gonna instantly make you better. Like some other people are gonna try to probably instantly make you better. He gonna really get your mind better to a point so you can become the best person you could be. I fuck with that. I
and
just get that
all
energy.
that does is give me the confidence that I'm in purpose, that I'm in his intention for what he wants me to do. And like you said, Dre, it's like, it's more humbling than it is like, look at me. It's like, God, I can't believe you could show up to me like that.
Oh shit, y'all! We at the halfway point through the show. I guess we got a new segment.
We were having a conversation in the back about money always matters, but at a certain point it can't be the most significant thing in terms of like how you make decisions. Like, what is your decision-making process in terms
that
of like,
balance,
yeah,
yeah.
like in terms of like when you're creating,
Conviction.
what's driving that?
Peace. Like, no amount of money in the bank account can like make me sleep better at night that fear God's gonna be okay. As long as I know that I'm doing what I'm called to do, that's where I find my peace. And that's like the lane I have to like stay in, is like being right with him. You know, and that's like, you know, last few years, you know, I kind of fell off that track a little bit and started to think it was me.
You felt that?
You felt that? Really?
Oh yeah, for sure.
How did you know you had fallen off, and what stopped you? Like, oh, let me get in.
I was
Did something happen?
self-medicating, you know, with stress. I, you know, started looking everywhere except to him for direction. And then the dangerous thing is when you do that, you take on the weight that you're not supposed to carry. It's his weight, not ours. You know, there's no way I can run a company. There's no way I can make decisions if me and him aren't right.
And Sexy, you as an artist, how do you balance out like we got to get to the bag now, we got to get it, versus like you have a vision for your career and what that thing looks like, right? Because it's not all created equal.
I'm patient. I be like, I'm gonna just wait my time, and
That's awesome.
yeah, like I just.
Where's that patience come from?
Cause I be knowing like what it is. I be like,
Yeah, you gotta know what it is. And also, when you not had shit, like, you get a certain understanding, like, damn, if I try to rush some, I can end up having less than what I already got. You know, like, if you ever, like, nigga, I don't got shit, but the little shit that I do got, I can't tarnish that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's better off to just wait and plan things out and go according to how things should really go.
like I know what I'm capable of. So like it's just gonna take them to notice. Like, so I be like, I'm just keep doing me. Like I'm patient. Everybody got their own times. Like, but like he said, you do feel when you falling off, and you just gotta get back in mode, and then you keep going. You feel that. You feel like, okay, I'm back. Like,
How you know when if you falling off that track?
Sexyy Red smart too. She's smart too. She real smart. She probably do this music shit for a long time.
if I don't keep doing the same that I was doing, like to keep me where I was, and then get dry, you can just tell like you ain't having motion.
Like she probably don't got the
And it be
same motion she got
boring,
now,
too. So it's
but
like,
like
you
she
need
gonna
to
be
stay
she
busy
gonna
and
be
do
that
something.
shit for a
Stay
while.
engaged.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, stay
You're the
engaged.
king of this thing. This been engaged his whole life. He never.
Yeah, you don't want to
You
fall
have
off.
to.
You gotta do what you was doing to
You have
stay.
You unplug for a
You
day
gotta
or
do
two.
a
for a day or
self-check
two.
all the time. Like, am I
Yeah.
still alive? And
And sometimes you gotta let people go that's negative or bring you down, because negative
for
energy
sure.
be real. Like you can be a positive person, but negative
yeah.
people, they bring your energy. Like
Yeah, for sure. And you young too, like, you know, we older statesmen over here. Like you young and you gonna, I mean, for you to know that right now, that's one of the hardest
LeBron,
things in the world when
How
you're
do you
younger.
deal with that
Man.
as a athlete on a team?
Yeah.
If we're on a team
Yep.
and there is a guy that's
Le GM. y'all hear? Yo, hey, LeBron ready for this question? Hey, it's a fucking business. If you gotta fucking go, you gotta pack your fucking bags and leave.
Bringing negative energy here.
I see how he got his fucking leg kicked up.
Practice every day. He on the bus with you, on the plane.
Yeah, you gotta get the fuck off
group,
the
you
team.
could be like, yo, I'm out of the group. But on the team, you might be stuck with that. How you deal with it?
You will be.
I'm sure that happens to you.
Huh? LeBron makes changes.
We all see it.
You ice him out or something? What do you do?
I don't try to. I don't know if I will ice him out. I just try to keep my own. Now you gotta start tapping back into your own piece.
Exactly.
Because the worst thing that can happen is you allow something that you have no control over affect your inner peace.
Okay, but let me ask you this: if we have a guy in the locker room who's bringing negative energy, you're able to go, okay, he's not gonna but you see he's with PR, and we need PR to win.
Well, that's I gotta go talk to Pete.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I gotta go. Now I got my direction and my energy is towards Pete.
Yeah.
You know, and I will start with that individual first.
To try
but if I know I can't get through to him, you know, at a rate that I need him to get through to, you know, now I have to shift it.
You can't save him.
I can't save him. I have to shift it to somebody else. Maybe it's not spreading through everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Because that is contagious.
Yeah.
But at what point do you say, hey, I'm LeBron James, and our goal here is to win?
Hey, I'm LeBron fucking James. I said that shit the first day of training camp. I'm LeBron fucking James. I need y'all to fucking work every day. I said that shit before the playoffs started. I said that shit in the middle of a 3-game losing streak. I'm LeBron James.
Win a championship.
Oh yeah, forget
And
I mean,
to make a change.
one thing that I know a good friend of ours, Jimmy Iovine, one of
Let
our
GM.
favorite quotes is when it gets bigger than the cat, you get rid of the cat. You know, and
Wait, when the what?
When it gets bigger than the cat, you get rid of the cat. You know, and
that's the truth. That's in everything in
when
life.
it get bigger than the cat gotta go, because at the end of the day, nobody is bigger than what is our main goal? We all come here as a team. We say we're a team. We set the main goal. And
Nigga, what is the saying? If the shit is bigger than the cat, is that the saying? Is that the shit?
Every time quarterly, you know, we say, okay, this is what we want to accomplish. And then out of left field, you coming in here and you saying, nah, I ain't going through the back door. I'm going through the front. This is how I want to tackle. But no, literally, the enemy is right there at the front door. Don't go through the front. We can go through the back and infiltrate through this way and be more tactical about it. No, this is what I'm on. I'm on this. I'm going through the front.
That ain't no team play.
Go ahead, go through the front.
You gotta be a team player.
Go ahead, go through the front. We you know, respect, but do your thing. The rest of us, we're gonna tackle it through the back.
But that took you a while to develop. That's development.
Yeah. Well, you wanna when you're a young man, when you're a young from the hood, you always feel like you want to be a part of drama. So if I come in with bad energy, I want to have bad energy, and let's get at it. What's up?
Drama with drama.
That's all you know. That's all you know. This is drama means drama, man. When you get older, you know what I'm saying? You start having kids.
Oh my God.
But Sexy, you sound like you already there.
Yeah.
Bruh, like, I know I be tripping because, like, now, because this how I know I be tripping because, like, I get mad and go off on somebody, and if they come back at me and hit me with something, like, on some nice, then I be like, oh, I was tripping. I'm sorry. My bad. I ain't mean to. I'm sorry. You nice. I don't even want to do you like that. I ain't mean that.
Dre was talking about earlier, listening to all different types of genres of music. You obviously just performed with Zach Bryan Band, right? Mm-hmm. How was that? How did that feel to get brought in by that audience? Were you nervous?
Well, it's also country music, for those that don't know. Like,
I be nervous meeting people because, I don't know, like, I'm a shy person. And I ain't know how he was gonna be, but they like, he wanna bring you out, so.
Was you nervous because of him or because of the crowd? Like, was you like, damn, this crowd gonna know who the hell?
I don't be caring about, like, what people think about me, but I don't know, it just was something different. So I'm like, why he wanna bring me out? Like, we two totally different people, but they like, he like you.
Wait, and did we hear that correct? Sexyy Red is shy? Is that?
Yeah, I am. I be getting nervous.
Really?
Yeah.
Before shows or before what?
Before shows, just period. Like, if I gotta meet people, like, I'll be shy.
Where's that? So me as a regular.
Like, I don't know, bro. I feel like it need to be a new word. Because y'all motherfuckers be throwing shy in. And honestly, it really be the freak bitches that be having this little shy word misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it's a different word, motherfucker. You can't jack yourself as shy. I can't hear that, nigga. I can't go for that. So find a new word, my nigga.
Civilian person, I look at you guys.
Yeah, very regular, huh?
Regular.
Yeah, very regular.
Right?
Got
It's
it,
like
yeah.
I look at you guys as like you guys at the pinnacle of like what you guys do. To hear that you're nervous, bugs me out. Like, you got nervous still today before a show?
Man, like,
every time.
A homie of mine, Carlos Nino, he was like, cause sometimes before shows.
Like, even like when you hop on a basketball court, like your first game, like, y'all don't never catch a little bit of nervousness. But as soon as you hop on the court and you hear it, you good. Sometimes, or if you stay nervous, you probably suck.
You know, we're in our
probably got a lot of
huddle,
nerve,
and I'm
but-
nervous. Yeah, I get nervous every time we about to perform, even Outkast. But he was like, "Oh yeah, you're full of nerves. Your body's full of nerves. You're supposed to be nervous. If you're not nervous, it's almost like a checker to make sure you're still alive. So nerves just let you know I'm alive. You know, so I treat it like that, like." Yeah, it's just letting you know, getting your body ready for we're about to go into something.
Yeah, for me, the nerves for me feel like I'm still,
Be doing some dumb shit.
I'm still in it. Like I'm still in it. The fact that I can still get nervous before a game or a match or whatever the case may be, no matter if it's a random Tuesday in Milwaukee or if it's
in season 20, you still get nervous for a regular season game. Soft Tuesday.
Yeah, because I mean,
that's a lot of pressure.
Somebody gonna be in a stadium that night, man, 20,000 that maybe have never seen you play before. So like, I'm thinking about that type, like, how my.
I never seen LeBron play before. You know, actually, story time, chat. I did come to watch a LeBron game one time. Actually, the only time that my mom took me to a game that I really wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? And she took me with the family. I don't know why the family came, to be honest. It should have just been me and her. But the whole family had came to. So that's another reason why I couldn't go again, because my mom dropped so much money so all the family go. She paid for everybody so we could have a nice time doing what I wanted to do, right? Mind you, as a kid, as a boy, living among 6 women, how many times do we ever get to do what I want to do? Never. We never get to do what I want to do. That's something that never happened. Nobody likes what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only boy. You feel me? So we go to a LeBron game, Cleveland Cavaliers versus Wizards. This nigga Bron sits out. Story time over, bro. I was fucking heartbroken, bro. This nigga Bron ruined my fucking life, bro. I've never seen this nigga hoop before, bro. That shit hurt. And the one time I was about to, the 2 times I was about to, actually, I considered it twice since, right? Like, legitimately. And I think he was on the Lakers the most recent time he was playing with AD. And, I think AD had like fucking 50 points this game. I was so fucking mad. I think it was on my sister's birthday, bro. It was December 3rd, bro. I was teed I didn't go to that fucking game. And then the other time I was really about to go to a LeBron game was that one time where he hit that fucking bank 3 in Washington, bro. I missed 2 legendary performances because I was hurt about some shit. I guarantee if Bron would have played that first game, I would have watched both those games happen. Facts.
Performance gonna be
100%.
I can't bed tonight.
100%.
That's for the first time coming to see me play. Like, you know, that's nerves. And then, you know, maybe my baby girl tonight, maybe she stayed up late. You know, maybe Zuri stayed up late watching her dad play tonight. You know, because I done came home before and she's like, I done came home before and Zuri was like, Dad, you know I can help y'all, right?
Yeah.
Dad, I just need a uniform, Dad, and I can help y'all for sure. But like, you know, like I think, you know, back to what.
Nah, give LeBron some help. This nigga playing with J.I. and shit.
The Stacks was saying, just like, it's a sense of just like feeling alive and just being present still. You know, you just feel present. Like,
why JR catch it straight? JR, shout out my nigga Swish. Shout out my nigga Swish.
Like the feeling of like, because one thing about sports, we were talking about sports.
This
earlier,
nigga Bron was playing with Shumpert and
I'm
shit.
gonna tell you my matchup. The guy that's matched up with me.
Shout out Iman.
That's not necessarily nerve.
Hey, that nigga Bron was playing with Dellavedova.
It comes after the nerves kind of.
Shout out Matty Ice. I think Bron playing with Mozgov.
Like when that beat dropping, y'all.
Shout out Timothy.
Yeah, you gotta get him on.
My nigga Bron was playing with Zadrunas. Nigga, shout out Ilgoskis.
Compare rapping to basketball, like we be like this person was new in the game and they was the hottest and they was at all. Like we always compare rapping
for
to
sure.
basketball.
So you got that nerves, Mav, and then like right kind of before, you know the.
Who is Sexyy Red? Is Sexyy Red Angel Reese? Is Sexyy Red Angel Reese? We can't compare these hoes to NBA players, bro. It's only right. And you know the WNBA is real similar to the NBA as far as rap and music wise, Cause like as far as size, like it's 30 NBA teams. Some shit NBA play probably like 450. It's only like fucking 10 WNBA teams. Like that's about accurate. It's probably way more men rappers than women rappers. And Sexyy Red, she got all that attitude, all that pizzazz. She the biggest right now. It's her and like a couple other bitches, but she letting it be known that it's her, not these other bitches. She Angel Reese, for sure. And she from the
curtains open.
The Jets.
And you see the
I don't know if she's from the Jets.
The light come on,
I don't think she's from the Jets actually, but she a club princess though.
I'd be in the bag. They like, it's okay, you got this. I'd be sipping water like.
Hey, Sexyy Red.
They like, calm
I
down,
got stitches.
and I just be standing there quiet like.
Hey, Sexy, I got stitches.
I come out there like.
Yeah.
Like, y'all ain't gonna know I'm nervous back here.
And you talked about Hollywood Bowl being nervous, right? Like,
hey,
same
Sexy,
thing,
can you
like,
kiss my
nervous till
stitches?
lights and
It
music
hurt.
plays and then you're in it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Sexy.
but I mean, I think for us, for fashion,
I
like, we
busted
get it
my
when the collection
chin,
shows
my
up, when we
beard.
style it out, getting ready
You
for
got
it.
stitches.
It's
Can you
like,
kiss
all
my
right,
chin,
it's all
Sexy?
game.
It's game time. Man, I got 2 questions for you, man. It's 2 verses. They stick out in my
Let's get
head.
to it. We're in the shop, baby. Let's get to it. The shop.
1 verse. You did with
Nah, this nigga Andre 3000 is legend. The shop. He's legendary for how he just
1
said
verse.
that.
You did with I think it was T.I.'s song.
Sorry, my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait, before you do that.
We're talking about a pocket.
Before you go, these 2 gotta go.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, thanks for doing this, brother.
LeBron James.
Red.
Keep going, Big Sexy. Do your thing.
Thank you.
Y'all
I'm
keep
finna go
doing your
smoke,
thing.
y'all.
Yeah, keep doing your thing.
Love, Sexy.
Hard on.
Hi.
What's up?
Oh, man.
Jiaoying, good to see you.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing? How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Hi, Andre. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thanks for doing this.
What's up, man?
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Yes, sir. How you feeling, man?
Amazing.
Awesome.
Nigel Sylvester. That's good. Long overdue.
I'm surprised you ain't got the DMX with you, man. You gonna put that on
Hey, Chad, this is fair. I can pull out the video, right? Because I got Sexyy Red in the title.
Pulled up right with the Willie.
Next time.
So go ahead. So you had 2
Oh,
verses.
yeah. I mean,
Nigga, these niggas not even in the title.
We was on the conversation
Damn,
about
that
when you in the
Asian bitch
zone.
fine.
And
I
you
will
know
look
you
at her
in
one
the
more
zone.
time. Okay. I need at least another
Sorry.
frame of her.
And then
I need at least
track
another
that
frame
you
of her,
did with
Chad.
Devin the Dude too, when he's explaining to the
I don't know
college.
if
That may be the best verse I've ever
It's,
heard. Remember that?
what's the,
It's called What a Job.
What a job.
By the way,
With
Dre,
Snoop. With Snoop.
Snoop
Yeah,
and
with
Devin.
Snoop and Devin.
Yeah.
That is a slept-on song.
Oh my God.
Man, I forgot all about that one. But
Nah, Chad, I ain't gonna lie. I
Because you
ain't
talk to
I
the
ain't turn the
couple
light on either.
And they be crying, and
Yeah,
the whole thing is you like, this is why I love this job.
Yeah, man.
We sat around the beat like a campfire.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'll be forgetting about a lot of that stuff, man. But what's crazy, a lot of people don't know that Devin the Dude was very inspirational when we were kids because he was in a group called Odd Squad. Odd Squad was a group from Houston, I think, or Texas. And they used to have this song called Up Yo for Show to trying to get some more.
Fucking on for your for show, bitch, trying to get some more bitches. I think that's what he said.
Kids rocking out to that.
That's a classic Devin.
But he was in that
Taking
group
the
before he
Boo-Boo.
was Devin the Dude. And so I was like so happy that he reached out for me to get on What a Job, because I was like, man, you don't understand how much being big, like you should listen to Odd Squad. Yeah, I think they were signed to rap a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Devin was a rapper like that.
Asian Hall of Fame inductee? Huh? There's an Asian Hall of Fame? Get the fuck out of here. She got some nice titties.
Rap a lot.
Yeah. So, but
Those
and then
two.
the sorry verse is like a very deep, almost like it feels like therapeutic for you a bit. Like you're saying that you have been, to me,
Y'all put me
as
on
a
that
fan,
song.
like you have been holding this in, and you like the song is so sorry. You apologize to some people about some you have been going through.
Yeah. I mean, for me, like as a rapper, man, I grew up in the most effective rappers. They talk about real in their life, and so when I became a rapper, that's kind of what I wanted to do. So a lot of times I'm just letting people know that I'm human. I go through things. So them verses be real for me. You know, they not just, you know, rap or I'm that braggadocio, which, I mean, that's cool too, but I be wanting to, like, to connect with people. You know what I mean? Like, hit them.
I know you ain't on your rap right now, But I'm definitely listening to those 2 verses on my way
Me too,
home.
you
For
should
sure.
take me.
For sure. I swear to God, I got
Let's
to.
go. I hadn't heard them in a long time.
I got to. I got to
By
tap
the way,
into
since
those.
we're asking, I'm gonna get mine in. Since we're asking about verses, the UGK verse.
Oh, of course.
Which
So good.
to this day gets played at weddings.
Oh, yeah, for sure. First of all, at Draymond's wedding, we went crazy.
That was like the entrance.
Yeah, that was the entrance.
That was
I don't know if you
interesting.
know that. So Draymond Green got married,
I did
and that
not
was
know
their
that.
entrance.
That was
song.
the
That's
entrance.
hard,
They walked
man.
into that. My shoes never let them
The dichotomy of Dre going and then the beat dropping.
Yeah.
But
And then
okay, so I
Pimp
got
come
a
on.
funny story about
Play
that.
your
You know,
part. Play your part.
Right.
rest in peace, Pimp. But I got a story about that. Pimp was so mad at me because they sent the beat, and
Bro, it's crazy him saying RIP so many times, bro. This nigga dead ass. I ain't gonna say he old as fuck, but he dead ass old as fuck. Like he done seen so many street niggas die, bro.
And I,
Damn.
you know, wrote my verse, put my words down, and I took the beat out for me to rap. When I sent it back to them, Pimp was like, man, this motherfucker, man, this don't goddamn, you know, this don't goddamn take my beat out. Like, who the you think he is? So he was really mad at the choice that I made to take the beat. And then I don't know if it was Bun or somebody. They were like, no, but you understand, when that beat dropped, though, it set it off. So it's almost like a setup. And
For you. That's
for him.
Yeah,
So it's
for
kind of
him.
like,
It's
so it worked. And once he got there, he was like, okay. But he was so mad at me. He was like,
The song is called International Players Anthem. The song, Pimp C goes second. His name is Pimp C, first off. Second off, he's one of the best rappers ever lived, but his rap is about being a pimp and being a player. Dre's verse is about, no, I'm ready to get married. You wouldn't think it works, but because it's real, you are real and Pimp is real, and then everybody else, it really works and flows.
So good.
That
It's
shit
so
sounds
yeah, you're just
fire.
trying to find a way to contribute to a song. You know, like, okay, I know I ain't no pimp like that, so.
Yeah. And you know, like, I'm right around niggas that kill people. It's like, nigga, I don't kill people. But it's like, I can hop on your song and I can talk about some shit. And it's like, that was funny.
But my homies are, you know, so how can I display a situation
That's funny. That's real.
that makes sense for the song? And so you just set it up and where I was in my life at the time. I wasn't, you know, trying to get married at the time, but I know I wasn't no pimp either. So it's kind of like that setup of that story made what Big and everybody else doing made sense. Even like the Kanye song, like, I knew that subject matter because my mother had died, his mother had died.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, how can I set Ye up to talk about Miss Donda? Hey, Miss Donda, you know. So it was my mama talking to his mom, but it's like you figure out how can I make a useful contribution to the song.
Yeah, and
Even what a job is kind of like to explain what a job this is that I'm doing.
Yeah,
you know, like, So you try to make just some type
you ever
of.
listen to What a Job, go listen. It's one of the greatest verses ever.
I'm sending it to you right now. I got my phone. I'll send it to you right now.
I gotta give these guys credit.
Summers, you got to go home and listen to all this.
You listen to it.
I love your song, Hey Ya. It's also my cousin's name.
Oh. Thank you.
But that same thing in what he's saying.
Hiya.
Oh, shit. Is she for real or is she just on some comedy shit because she's Asian?
There's a thing in comedy that
Because the way she said it, it sounded like she was saying a joke. It sounded too Asian. It sounded exaggerated. It sounded like some shit I would say. My cousin named Hey Ya. I mean, that do sound like it could be a real Asian name, though, but it sounded like she was trolling.
But you do really well. Your comedy
She say some real.
is so real.
Oh, yes, you do.
It's so real about your experience growing up and who you are. Some comedians choose to talk about their personal things in their life, and some talk about what's happening in the world. You choose to make it very personal.
Yeah, because I can say whatever. They can't cancel me. They can't pronounce
I'm
my name.
recording right now.
John, yeah. Mei Ling from Panda Express. Who is that? I can say whatever.
You know, she's talked about her parents almost
Oh yeah,
throwing it away.
Yeah,
they
for
found
sure.
out my was missing. So my
Threw in the dumpster.
Hey, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I know I was about to end the video, but the video became way better when Sexyy Red and them left. I've been turning my light back on, man. Hey, the video became 10 times better when this Asian comedian hopped on, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
Also, Andre, you saw me coming, so you get a traffic cone. I'm not driving right now. Why am I doing this?
No, I just like traffic cones, and I saw one outside. I was like, hey, can I use this and put it right here? Yeah.
But you choose to make her comedy is very.
Oh, she go there.
She go there.
She go there.
And you know you love that feeling. How would you be if you went to China? In China, do they accept you, your jokes?
No, they don't like me because I talk. Yeah, I'm not popular. I mean, they like me, but they just think I talk too much. And that's also why my husband left. They got to know me. They're like, oh, she talks. They can't mute me.
Where was your husband from?
I don't remember. I think the first one is Russian. I didn't know I didn't know it coming. He just invited me one day. Like, okay, he's here. I went to Kentucky. LeBron, I know you are from Ohio. I went to Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky.
How did you start doing comedy?
Actually, I was auditioning, trying to get booked, but my accent, you know, I can't speak English. People don't like my accent. I couldn't get a job. But then one day I was auditioning for John Singleton, his TV show called Rebel. It is.
Oh, nah, see, I'm not fucking joking, bro. These Asian motherfuckers be speaking fast as hell. Hey, you see how they trying to keep up with this shit? That's how I'm trying to talk right now. I'm trying to talk at her speed. I'm trying to talk as fast as hell. Nigga, telling like, huh? Like, you can't understand that shit. Hey, slow it down, shorty. Slow it down, little baby.
Is a black girl, she's a cop from Oakland, and then a Chinese girl is a sidekick, has knows kung fu. So that's rush hour on a budget.
Rush hour on budget.
Like, she talking so fast, like, you could still catch the joke, though. Her cadence is crazy, insane, elite.
Yeah, just shooting, man.
So,
like, she's firing,
I
nigga.
forgot my lines. I started doing improv, and John Singleton just started laughing. He's like, "You're very funny. Do you know who this? This is Ali Wong. You should do stand-up comedy." So I'm like, "Do I have the job now?" He's like, "Hell no. I don't understand what you said." But he got me into open mics, and I started doing open mic. Then I bought a club in 1 month.
Wow.
That to me, that's very awesome that you bought a club because you kind of like made your own space for you to try out your own jokes.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's entrepreneurial.
I knew I wasn't good, and I needed 10,000 hours, and nobody want me on stage because when you are not good, nobody wants you on stage. So I bought a club.
Where at?
Melrose and Kawunga is right
That's
there,
hard,
and
man.
that's what happens when you don't marry for love.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah.
But I can't stand outside though. I have Mexican working for me because if I stand outside, people always want to get their nails done. They're like,
Yo, Jesus.
You know what I love about comedians? Like, it's the same thing that I, as a kid, what I loved about rappers. Like, comedians, they can say what they want to say.
Yeah.
And it's real, but it's like in an accepted way because you laughing.
Right.
With rap, you rocking to a beat, so I can say whatever I want to say.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I think there's a certain realness, and I think comedians are the realest out.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
But they trying to hush them now, though, right? Which I think is horrible. I think it's horrible. They're supposed to make fun of society and what we go through.
Yeah, like we getting too touchy, man.
I agree.
My two favorite in the world.
It's
they
a
don't-
specific
they don't
type
let
of
nobody
communities.
silence them, and that's Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle.
Oh yeah.
Those are my two
Like,
favorites.
the black community, I can't
know I
allow
can get a
no
good
white person to
old
say
school,
nigga.
when I was growing up, laugh.
It don't matter
They
if a
gon-
fucking
they not-
Mexican
they not
say it. It
letting
don't matter if
nobody-
Well,
Not
'cause
their art form, it's art. It's like
art.
art. It's realness about
matter if a
what y'all
Chinese
do.
nigga say it.
And
Like, I don't
to be
know.
able to say y'all
Shit
truth,
is
but
the
also having the
LGBT,
ability to make households
Nothing
laugh,
allowed
is
with
something
them
that should never be
niggas.
taken
Nothing.
away.
Nothing allowed
You
with
know,
them
that-
niggas.
When we was growing up,
No
you know,
jokes
we
either.
always-
That's not like the one
all the
thing.
time.
Yeah.
You got words cut off, nigga. There's no joke.
That made
There's
you
no
tough.
joke.
That made
There's
you
no
tough.
joke.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
call it joning.
Joan,
Joan.
In Atlanta, you gonna get joned out.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, making
Them
black
two
people
groups,
laugh
by
is
the
the
way.
hardest thing. They don't give you pity laugh. If you're not funny, they're just like, I did the Apollo Theater last year.
Did you get through your set?
Yeah, I did 1
that's
hour.
big. That's a win. Oh, that's
And
big.
it was very scary because you can't, black people don't give you pity laugh. You know,
They
they are
do
like
not.
Chinese moms. They'll tell you why you suck. And they will make sure you understand
True.
you should die.
Black people show up to the show just like,
Crazy.
she ain't about to make me laugh.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to work really hard to make
Yeah.
They show up like
me
this.
laugh.
Yeah, and pay for tickets.
No, I'm making her work for it right now, my nigga. I'm trying to not give her a pity laugh.
Yeah,
right.
What does your
Somebody
mom
sings-
think of your comedy?
Oh, she's like, just because you're ugly doesn't mean you are funny. You know, not ugly people are funny. I said, Mama, I was not ugly. I was Miss China 2014. She goes, now you're older. You're Miss Chinatown.
Damn.
You Miss Chinatown. You
She's
remember Miss China, Miss
She's so
Chinatown?
quick on the goddamn draw.
Oh, quick as like yes. She said you Miss China and Miss Chinatown.
So one of the things Stax mentioned was that he respected of you being entrepreneurial. I mean, we have a young entrepreneur here, young
Yes,
Nigel
sir.
Sylvester. I've known Nigel and I go back too far at this point that I want to
years.
share how long, right? But I've always respected that when you ask who Nigel is, it's like he's a BMX star, but you don't compete, right?
Not
You
at all.
literally created your own lane. Talk a little bit about that.
I had to. Coming up in the game for me, man, like, it was all about content, right? It was like, asked my mom to get me a little Sony Handycam. And I remember, like, that Christmas, by the time I got the camera working, it was too dark outside. So I used the Christmas lights on the house to light up the frame to shoot content. Because I understood, like, I needed to create these videos. This is prior to the internet, right? There's no social media, there's no YouTube yet. So to get sponsored, which was the dream for me to go pro, I had to make sponsor me tapes. So I would shoot these videos and kind of send them out to different brands. Nobody sponsored me off of that, of course. Like, it was the thing, but that's what I got into. And from that point, I was like, okay, I know I need to be self-sufficient and build my brand up.
And you always knew that you wanted to ride, like you used to do that when you was a kid? Because, I mean, obviously, we all used to ride bikes. I mean, you know, just doing it with the homies, riding around it, thinking you can jump and spin them up. Thinking you can spin the handlebars, fall it. Like, how
you get good at that?
How you knew, like, yo, like, I'm nice with it.
You know, for me, like, it happened I was 4 years old.
You said 4?
4.
Damn. 4 years old, niggas on a fucking bicycle?
4 years old. So I was staying at my grandmother's house when I was a kid. She had a daycare. And she always had kids around and toys and everything in the driveway. I came outside one day and there was a tricycle in the driveway. For some reason, I was like, I'm gonna get on it and rip it around the driveway. And I'm pedaling it super fast. You know, a tricycle has the pedals on like the front wheel. And for some reason, I decided to lock up the front wheel. And the back of the tricycle spun around. And my older cousin was like, yo, do that again. So I did it again. He was like, oh, now that's crazy. So he set up these cones, similar to that cone right there. He set up these cones in the driveway and was like, do that around those cones. I started drifting on my tricycle. I was 4 years old. And I fell in love with bicycle riding that day.
I love
So you've been riding bikes since then?
Since then.
And you want to do it the rest of your life?
I knew to that point, like, I love bike riding. At 12 years old, I realized, okay, I can do this pro. I seen it on TV. I was like, I seen guys with their helmets and their chest pads, all the stickers on, going on the ramps. I was like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. And Nigel, we sit here knowing the success you've had and the brand you've built
That's
and all
awesome.
those things.
Now that's real life
Take us
awesome.
back to when you're in Queens and you're telling the homies, I'm gonna be a BMX rider. They're like, what are you even talking about?
I mean, listen, I grew up in Laurelton, Queens, right? Predominantly black neighborhood. So
Nigga,
I'm coming
you don't know
around talking
nothing
about I want
about
to be a
that.
professional bike rider. They're like, you're on that white
I
bike.
remember this nigga Dallas telling me like, yeah, nigga, I ride bikes. I'm like, nigga, you what? I first heard that shit. This nigga is like, bro, this nigga gonna make $1 million off riding bikes. Like, yeah, bro, that shit. Like, niggas really be nice.
Yeah, right? Like, that's what it was, because at that
You
point
get an
in time,
understanding for certain
our
shit. You're not
experience
ignorant to
was just
things.
seeing
You're not ignorant to
young white
things,
men
life.
creating
Y'all
that
not
type of
ignorant to
success
certain
like
things,
BMX
chat.
riding. We didn't have any skate parks.
You
there was
could
no media
realize some
around,
shit,
like,
man.
How you gonna do that?
These
And
motherfuckers
I
be
sorted
super
out, man. Like, I had
talented.
to
There's
go
so
to the
many
city, I
different
go to Manhattan.
paths you can go.
And that's where like a bunch of riders from like
So many different paths you go down.
Queens, whatever, would like congregate.
Black
there.
and white.
Black, white, everything.
Everything, yeah.
Everything,
Yeah,
man.
we all
And
Spanish.
that's why I started to like. That's why I met my tribe per se.
That's when you, got it. Who
That's
you
when
gonna
I-
be with?
Right, and I started to meet different photographers, different videographers, who put me onto the game.
Yeah, I know my hairline
That's how I
look
started to
crazy.
Get my name out there, man.
That's dope. Now, Dre, one thing I want to ask you
Yeah, I
about
can't
is,
even
like,
really
we
smile,
had
but my
LL on
fucking
the show.
chin.
He was like, I'm about to put out another album.
Yeah.
And we started talking about
This
you. I don't know if you saw it, but we
Summers.
started
Of course.
Can you kiss my
Of course, we
stitches?
started talking about you. He was like, "Dad, I want to hear Dre rap. Like, it's cool to be older rapper. Like, people are trying not to be like, as you get older, not rap. What's your thoughts on that?
But to be clear, he was like, I don't want to hear him play the flute. I
yes,
want to
he
hear him
did say
rap.
that for sure.
Yeah, and to me, like, I feel like if it's in you, because I still got homies my age and older than me that still rap. So I'm like,
For
if
sure.
it's in you, you should rap until you die. You should perform until you die. Like,
Cause that's your spirit.
if it's in you. But
That's the
what
spirit.
I'm saying
You
is
feel me?
what it takes for me to do it. I'm always looking for the next. I'm not trying to uphold a thing that I've done before. Like, I'm trying, like, of course I have things to say now, but if I can't say them in a fresh, innovative way, like if I feel like I'm just hanging on to something, a same flow that I used to do, or then it's not enough for me. So I can't talk for another rapper about what they doing.
That's real.
I just say, man, go for it. Like if it's in you.
You still get people sending you tracks all the time, I'm sure, right? Like, you know,
yeah.
when you do this?
Yeah.
Is it hard for you to say no to people?
No, it's not hard because no, it's not because I mean, and what I always say is it depends on the beat because sometimes somebody can send me a beat and I go right in.
And you'll feel it.
Well,
Yeah, and it may not be like a popular artist, like even the Walk It Out song. He was a local Atlanta guy. Like he didn't have records, but my homie sent me the beat, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm on this.
You felt it.
Yeah. So
Can you feel it like in the minute you put it on? You gotta listen to it a couple times.
I can know
Wipe
that
it down,
as soon as I hear it.
Oh, wow.
And there are songs that I wanted to get on so bad. It was a very famous Wayne song, and I think Juicy J was on it. What's it?
Bands that make her dance, that's Juicy J.
Bands that make them dance.
Yeah, bands that make.
So much, damn. But
That beat is hard as...
That beat hard.
Not right, and I tried all kinds of ways.
Did you have verses, or that didn't sound right? Like, did you record anything?
No, because I'm a writer. I'm not a freestyle, like, I pen things. So I do try out things to myself, you know, in my head to see if it's working. And it just, I couldn't get it working.
Can you imagine stacks on that, a verse on that?
Man, I wanted to be on that so bad, man. Like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, well,
That would have been a different type of song to his career. I don't think I've ever heard a song like that. Like, I know they would have probably had to stop the beat, and he would have basically been rapping on the beat backwards, damn near. Like,
just hoping they pull something from you. They say you.
Like, bands make her dance.
For me too, like, cause it's therapeutic, and it's a chance for me to.
And then I just rewrite that.
You know what I mean?
Like the way he would have hopped on that bitch, it would have been like a. It would be like we're going opposite 0 to 100. Like it would have been opposite spectrum.
Yeah, since
It'd been like we're going from 100 to 100, but
working on
like here and here type shit.
Album coming out.
You about to sit in a
Like these motherfuckers 200 spots away from each other.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you put it cool, but if not, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it.
Wow. LeBron and Maverick Carter, the shop. Wow, you guys. That was a long ass hour. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna ask y'all niggas if I should react to that shit again. I mean, like I said, that was a long ass hour, nigga. Damn. Shout out my nigga Bron. Make sure I like, comment, subscribe. We out. WAVYDOT. Oh my God.